Hi everyone. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Take care of your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." And when I read that verse and I look at the meaning of wells and wellspring, I began to think that back in the day, a village or a town was built around the well. They found the water first, then they settled. They would never settle in a place where there was no water. Water is the key of life. So now, if I understand that in spiritual terms, the Lord is our well, we need to make sure that we gather around Him. We need to make sure that He is the King of life, of our lives, and He dwells within our hearts. That's why He says, take care of your heart is the wellspring of life. Do you remember in John chapter 4, we read of Jacob's well, where Jesus sat with that Samaritan woman and said to her that I will make you or make in you the well of life, speaking of salvation. It's interesting in Genesis 24 that when Abraham's servant was looking for a wife for his son Isaac, where did he find her? At a well. That's a good place to look if you want to get married, is to go to someone who is living, working at the well, someone who is God-centered, someone whose life is constantly, continually drawing upon the things of the Lord. So Isaiah the prophet says, therefore with joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. That's an attitude of life. He says, and in that day you will say, praise the Lord, call upon His name, declare His deeds among the peoples, make mention that His name is exalted. Sing to the Lord, for He has done excellent things. Speaking of an attitude where I am constantly dropping the bucket into the things of God. I'm not dropping the bucket into the things of the world. I'm not looking for my hope in the world. We're not looking for our encouragement in the world. Some people today are so focused on the news, on the TV, on the different reports they see on the internet. They draw from that. But you and I, we have a great well to draw from, the wellspring of life. Let's draw from the riches of God. Let's draw from the riches of His peace. Let's drop our buckets deep. And it becomes a place where the whole village gathers, a place where we have fellowship. Let's make sure that when we're together, we're not fellowshipping about idle things and idle talk. But let's make sure we come to the wellspring and we're drawing together from the riches and the abundance of God. We'll be blessed.